Welcome back, friends. The time is now 6:44 on the clock. Keeping it local here in Dothan, the Chamber of Commerce celebrated 100 years of service in the Circle City yesterday. Several key political figures were in attendance to help celebrate the milestone. Our Courtney Chandler was there and filed this report.
Workforce development, our efforts there have been tremendous here of late. Our quality of life issues that we continue to work on, being involved with education. We would not be the community that we are without the Chamber of Commerce.
Of the 70,000 chambers of commerce across the country, Dothan is in the 1.7% club for having a 5-star rating among all chambers. Thursday, the chamber turned triple digits, and Governor Ivey was among many state politicians to help Dothan celebrate. 25,000 plus jobs and investments of $12 billion have come to the state since Governor Ivey took office, which she credits to a booming economy, teamwork of state and local leaders, and local Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce is helping folks in the business community identify how they can build businesses and employ people and grow the economy. So, as I said, the stronger a chamber is, the stronger the business community is. You see how important it is, and this area is growing, and it has grown and will continue to grow.
And that was Courtney Chandler reporting. Governor Ivey said that the state can continue to be successful when there are bipartisan efforts. And also among those politicians in attendance at yesterday's meeting, Alabama U.S. Senator Doug Jones was also in Dothan to celebrate the 100-year celebration. Senator Jones is just one of many names that is running for U.S. Senator in 2020. Most recently, former Auburn football coach Tommy Tuberville announced his bid for the seat. We asked him how he felt after the upcoming election, and he told us he's not worried.
Got a job to do. I'm working at it. I'm working really hard. That's why I'm here. I've met with the chamber here in Dothan. They've done such a phenomenal job here, and they know that they can call on us anytime to try to help out with education, workforce development, and jobs, and doing everything I can to help the farmers. So I'm going to run my own race, and I'm going to be looking forward to getting reelected in 2020.
Senator Jones also spoke about the 2020 presidential election and for the full article and what all he had to say about that race, you can head on over to our website. That's dothanfirst.com. And keeping it local here in Webb, after visiting with the chamber, Governor Kay Ivey made her way to speak to the students at Webb Elementary School. Our Sarah Drake has the details.
This was the scene at Webb Elementary School this afternoon as Governor Kay Ivey made a visit to take part in the All Things Alabama program they were hosting. One message that Governor Ivey told the students is that Alabama is where anything is possible.
Anything is possible here in Alabama. Your dreams matter. I want to remind each of you, work hard and dream big. In fact, one day, one of you could be sitting in the governor's chair in the governor's office of the state of Alabama.
Governor Ivey told students that their dreams can become reality and that they are the future of Alabama. And one student tells me what it means to him to have the governor come to speak with them.
No other school in Houston County has ever got the governor to come to its school. And we're a bicentennial school. We want to become one of the top 21 chosen in August. It's just very exciting for us leaders and our whole school. We're very excited about that.
It was no easy task for the students to get Governor Ivey to visit. Daniel Johnson tells me they've been trying since last school year to get her to come.
We actually wrote letters to her. We did the bicentennial celebrations. We also got people to go to Montgomery to see Governor Ivey, and then they pretty much told her and asked her if she could come to Webb Elementary.
In closing, Governor Ivey told the students she was proud of what they accomplished and reminded them to work hard and dream big. Keeping it local in Webb, Sarah Drake, WDHN News 18.
All right, thanks so much, Sarah. The Secretary of State was also in town yesterday. John Merrill spoke to the Houston County Republican women yesterday afternoon to talk about things happening in the Secretary of State office and to answer questions about election security. Secretary Merrill says the Alabama election system has never been hacked or compromised, and new concepts are being introduced to help assist in the voting process.
We don't want that information to be compromised. We sure don't want anyone to have access to it that's not authorized to. And so that's the reason we continue to be diligent in our efforts.
Merrill says he wants the process to be efficient, safe, and effective when voters head to the polls. And a large group of Dothan residents are in need of helping and are asking the community to lend a hand. Those residents are also homeless. Our Paige Weeks headed out to learn what the Wiregrass can do to help.
People with donations, we could not do it without you. We need y'all.
That is the plea from one of Dothan's homeless residents as the Spring 2019 Homeless Connect event draws closer. Twice a year, the Southeast Alabama Coalition for the Homeless and Comcast Cares works to pack and deliver a trailer filled with donations to Dothan's homeless camps. But with the spring donation being just days away and the trailer still almost empty, both the homeless population and volunteers are urging Dothan residents to meet the challenge.
A week out, the trailer is incredibly bare. And so we're just asking the community to step up because we want to be able to reach all that we can, asking the community to come out and volunteer on that day.
Right now, there are over 600 people in Dothan who are homeless and nearly 3,000 people who are almost homeless. News 18 visited one of Dothan's homeless camps and met with residents living there to learn how they're impacted by donations.
A lot of people don't realize how close a lot of people are to being homeless, and any donations that can be given to the homeless would be greatly appreciated.
If it wasn't for the churches and people and the donations coming to me, I would still have nothing on me but the shirts and the clothes that I went on my back.
Many of these camps are commonly referred to as tent cities, and right now residents say that tents are one of the things that they need the most. To see a full list of supplies that you can donate, visit DothanFirst.com. Keeping it local in Dothan, Paige Weeks, WDHN News 18.
Definitely, if you can help, head on over to our website and give them a call. This week in Geneva, the Geneva County School Board approved the state Jamari Terrell Williams Student Bullying Prevention Act. It's named after a 10-year-old Montgomery boy who actually committed suicide after being bullied. The act expands the definition of bullying to include cyberbullying and bullying that takes place off campus. Geneva County School Superintendent Becky Birdsong says previously the system could only act if the bullying took place at school.
Kids are bullied and picked on and harassed, and so I encourage parents when that's happening to screenshot those comments or those arguments or whatever it is, and so that when they bring them to us we have proof.
The Geneva County School District recognizes bullying to include harassment, intimidation, violence, and threats of violence. Well, Dothan police are searching for the man that you will see here in just a second. There you go on you in this video right here. He is reportedly wanting for questioning as part of a breaking and entering investigation. In this surveillance video, you can see him approach a white car, then step away and walk towards the residence. However, the video appears to cut out and then jumps to when he walks away, where you can see that it appears to be the letter G on the back of his hoodie. Now, if you know who this man is or recognize him by any chance, you're asked to please contact the Dothan Police Department. Their number is 615-3000. And an armed robbery taking place early yesterday morning. The Marathon gas station right there on John D. Odom Road was the target of an early morning armed robbery. Right now, not much is known about the suspect, but Dothan police tell News 18 that he's been described as a black male standing about 5 feet 10 inches tall. They also tell us he matches the description of the person seen there in the photos, wearing a red curly wig with a white ball cap. He was last seen running towards Flowers Hospital. Patrol officers tried to track him down but were unsuccessful. Community members wanting to assist anonymously can call the Crime Stoppers tip line. That number is 793-7000. And authorities say Roderick Bogan led them on a high-speed pursuit through eastern Geneva County. The suspect led Slocum police and Geneva County Sheriff deputies from Malvern to Slocum along Highway 52. Two police cruisers forced the suspect off of the highway before approaching a school zone. The patrol vehicles forced the suspect's car off the road. Once in custody, Bogan allegedly kicked out the window of a police car, and this morning, Bogan is now facing a host of charges at the Geneva County Jail. The case of a 46-year-old Joey Grissett charged in a Coffee County murder will now be moved to a grand jury. Last month, Grissett was charged in the death of 56-year-old Ricky Brown of Opp. Brown's body was found outside of a rural trailer near the Coffee-Geneva County line. Authorities say he had been beaten to death prior to being burned. A defense motion to lower the suspect's $250,000 bond was denied by the court. In Coffee County, an early morning wreck yesterday killed a young woman on State Highway 125 after her car crashed into another one. 22-year-old Candace Lee Price of Louisville was driving on 125 when her Hyundai Accent collided with a Mitsubishi Galant driven by another woman, killing her right then and there. The other woman, Amy Lynn Copeland, survived but is in serious condition while she receives treatment at Baptist South Hospital in Montgomery. Alabama State troopers are continuing to investigate this case. And Wednesday, the DEA raided the office of Dr. John Strunk at the Wiregrass Wellness Center. And now many are wondering, what's the clinic's status? Our Donna Williams with more.
I would not be here today. That's how strong my feelings was on killing myself. But I am here today because of Dr. Strunk.
It still remains unclear why the raid took place at the Wiregrass Wellness Center. Many of the viewers took to our Facebook page to express their thoughts on what happened, some good and some bad. According to Dr. John Strunk's website, he offers a full range of professional therapy and counseling services. Matt Towns, a local rapper who speaks on overcoming addiction, spoke with me today about his experience at the Wellness Center. Matt saying during his visit he was in a bad state of mind and at the time he was still using.
I went in and I told him I was on Vyvanse. I told him I was on 70 milligram Vyvanse and I was on Ativan, and he prescribed me both, no questions, didn't do no research, prescribed me both, wrote the prescriptions, sent me out the door, no questions.
Although Towns have been clean for years, he says Dr. Strunk offers assistance to many of the people who are in his support group, and he hopes they will be able to continue the treatments that they've started at the Wellness Center. Keeping it local in Dothan, Donna Williams, WDHN News 18.
Now, this case is still under investigation, and we here at WDHN, of course, will keep you informed as more updates are released on this case. Well, stay with us, friends. Oscar has a final look at our weekend forecast when we return.